welcome back to Mancinima. Been a bit of a while, hasn't it, since I've been on here. I think the last film I reviewed was Mission Impossible, so I hope you've all seen that video. If you haven't, please go and have a look, and please, do the usual, give it the thumbs up, unless you're that one, special person who likes to do this. Yeah, if you can go and watch that video for me and give that video the thumbs up, and also watch some of the other videos, that'd be great. I appreciate that, thank you so much. Like I say, something a little bit different this week. I haven't been to the cinema to see the latest releases, so unfortunately no reviews for Oppenheimer or Barbie. They may be mentioned in a future video when I've gone back to the cinema to see another film review. But I thought it was a little bit too late to get those out now, because the movies have opened, people have seen them, there's other reviews online, so yeah. Unfortunately, no reviews for Barbie or the Oppenheimer movie. There will be another film cinema review coming up very soon. In the meantime, let's try something a little bit different. I received a DVD, well actually not a DVD, a 4K through the post yesterday, and I think this is due to be released next week, so I've got it a little bit early. And that is the special limited edition of Jaws 2. We'll take a closer look at this in a moment, but see the nice lenticular cover there? So yes, this arrived yesterday. I've got it early. I sat down yesterday because I really do enjoy the Jaws films, and Jaws 2 in particular. So I thought I'll put this movie on and give it a watch. What can I say? Obviously the movie itself is great. I loved it. Always loved it since a kid. It was it's not it's not a great sequel, but it's just good fun. It's a nice sequel to Jaws, and it's probably the best sequel to Jaws, if we're perfectly honest. Don't really think that Jaws 3D or Jaws the Revenge really did the first movie any favours. So yeah, Jaws 2 is probably the closest we've got to a decent sequel to the Jaws movie, and of course there's been loads of shark movies since, like Sharknado, which is terrible, and Deep Blue Sea, which isn't half bad. So if you like shark movies, go and check those ones out. Yeah, so obviously I don't want to go into the story of Jaws 2. It's so many years old. I think it's 45 years old this year, which is why they've released it. And everybody would have seen it by now. Everybody knows the story that it's another shark attack in Amity, and Chief Brody goes out to deal with it again. Obviously this time minus Quint and minus Matt Hooper. Obviously Quint got, spoiler alert, killed in the first movie. Matt Hooper is on some Antarctic expedition, can't speak today. Antarctic expedition, and he's gone out and he can't get back to deal with this current shark attack, so we're left with Brody on his own. Brody and his family, his wife and his 2 sons. And so yeah, that's the crux of the story. Basically, there's another shark attack and how Brody deals with it. What I want to talk about in particular on this disc is the quality of the picture, because I was actually quite stunned that it isn't really that good. I didn't think. Now I understand there's a lot of film grain, and there's not a lot that can be done with film grain on certain movies. When you put it through 4K, it highlights that, so it makes it look a little bit dustier, a little bit dirtier. That's no problem at all. I understand film grain completely. However, I thought that this movie looked very dark. There's a part at the beginning where Brody's racing to get to the opening of the hotel. Do you remember with the girl in the swimsuit, and she's Miss Amity or something, and she opens it and the balloons fall down and the mayor's there, and he has to go and meet his wife, and there's this opening of this grand hotel. And as he's racing along the beach, I was thinking, oh, this actually looks pretty dark. It was like it had a shadow over the film. Now, I don't know if this is just my copy. It may just be my copy, in which case I need to get in touch with Universal and say, can I have another copy? But yeah, if any of you have got this or are getting this Jaws 2 4K edition, the 45th anniversary release, with or without the box set, I mean, this is a special one with all the bits and pieces, which I'll show you in a moment. Could you please let me know in the comments whether your copy is actually dark at the beginning? I've got an OLED TV, so it should ordinarily be nice and vibrant and bright. Now, I also know, before people come on to me saying about the vibrancy, you can put vibrancy on your TV, which boosts the colour. When you do that, it makes the picture look a little bit false. It doesn't look right, so I took that off pretty soon afterwards. So yeah, I think it's an issue with the disc, because every other 4K that I've played on my system looks fine. So yeah, please do let me know if you've got any issues with that. That aside, I thought the production was fantastic. Like I say, a little bit of film grain on there. The sound sounded great. It was just that I felt that there was a bit of a dark sheen over the top of the film. Yeah. So yes, let me know on that. Right. let's not go any further. Let's have a look at what we get in this box set. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you off the tripod and we'll put this down on the table and we'll have a look at the specials that we get with this. Right, I've taken all the bits out of this because it's very difficult to do this, obviously holding it freehand and showing you what's inside. So this is the lenticular cover, first of all. It's not one of those sturdy ones, unfortunately. It's a little bit of a flimsy one, but still quite nice. You've got the shark on the front there, and you can see the little sailboat in the letter of Jaws. That's pretty cool. Okay, spine, Jaws 2, and the back here. It just basically shows you the gumph that you get inside, but I'll show you that in greater detail in a moment. Okay, and yes, it says exclusive to UK and limited to 2,000, and my one is number 534. Oh, can you see that? A little bit of glare there. There we go, that's better. 534 of 2000. So this I really like. This is the, it's weird, you know, where would you ever get this view? Where would you ever get this view from inside the shark's mouth? It's strange, isn't it? But yeah, this is the view from inside the shark's mouth as he's approaching the water skier, obviously in that famous scene from Jaws 2 with the water skier skiing and the shark rears right up behind and snacks on her, basically. So that's that. I thought it was quite nice. Let's just go a little bit more detail on that. Okay, so there's that. So I've opened it up beforehand. Got an image of Chief Brody on the inside. He's firing his gun at the shoal of bluefish. Remember that? Right, in the behind, I've done it this way so you can see both. That's the Blu-ray behind, so you get that. And in the front here you've got the 4K. Now I thought it was quite interesting. When I put the Blu-ray on, I thought the Blu-ray was ever so slightly brighter than the 4K. And I don't know if you've noticed it. I know it's no, you know, this is just a pure coincidence. You've got a lighter shark here, and on the 4K it's a lot darker, and there's that water skier again that I was talking about. Okay, so on the back, just the shark's fin. So that's that bit. This pack comes with a lovely booklet, again with the artwork that you've got on the front of the lenticular. It's very difficult again to show you this holding the camera and also trying to flick through a book. But these are some of the images that you get inside. It's got lots of information about the film, some behind the scenes imagery there. Brody and Mrs. Brody. So yeah, that's a nice little book that you get with this. You also get, and I won't take these out because again they're difficult to get out of the packet, but these are the, do you remember the old lobby cards that you used to get outside cinemas? They don't do them anymore, but there used to be a little box underneath the main poster and you'd get some lobby cards, and this is reproductions of those but in a much smaller scale. So you get 4 of those are really nice. And you do also get this Jaws 2, if I can do this, mini poster. And on the flip side of that, you've got that. So that's the Jaws 2 4K set. You see I've put it all back inside now. I'll show you some of the details if you need the details. Deleted scenes, making of Jaws 2, and so on. So there you have it. That's the Jaws 2 4K set. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Now that they've done Jaws and Jaws 2 in 4K, you'd really kind of want the other two, wouldn't you? Just to have the whole Jaws saga. However, Jaws 3 was released in 3D at the cinemas, and the 2D conversion has never actually been very good. You've always got those kind of trace lines around the outside where you can see that it was once in 3D. It never looks like a flat image. Now, unless they've got a way of severely cleaning that up, and it would, I imagine, take a lot of work to clean that up and make that look good in 2D. And of course, we haven't got 4K 3D yet, or if we did, you know, we haven't got a decent version yet. So it just makes you wonder whether those films are ever going to be released. Jaws the Revenge they can put out, because Jaws the Revenge was just shot in 2D anyway, so there was no 3D aspect to it. But it would be really odd, wouldn't it, to have Jaws 2 and then Jaws the Revenge and miss Jaws 3 in the middle. So yeah, it makes you wonder what they're going to do with those. Anyway, like I say, different video today, something a little bit unusual I thought. So if you've enjoyed this video, please go through the usual routine. Please give this video the thumbs up, it really does help the channel. If you're brand new to the channel, please subscribe. There's loads of different videos on here, loads of reviews, conventions, dinosaurs, ghosty things and stuff like that. So yeah, if you can subscribe to the channel, that would be great. Actually, yeah, if you guys could help me, I'm hovering around 280 kind of subscribers at the moment. I'd love to get up to 300 as my first target. So if you can help me spread the word to other people, get other people subscribed, you know, it doesn't cost them a penny. Same as clicking on the like button doesn't, you know, cost a penny. So if you can do that for me, that would be great. Really appreciate it. And yeah, I will be back with another film review very soon. Probably not another disc review because I don't think I've got anything coming through the post anytime soon. But yeah, hopefully a brand new film review in about a week or so's time. I've got one on the horizon that I can bring to you. Thank you very much. Take care, and I'll see you all soon.